The Homestead Act of 1862. Big context. As the U.S. was beginning to gain land and grow as a country, they expanded into the West after different land purchases, some of which you may have heard of before, such as the Louisiana Purchase and the Mexican Cession. The purchases opened up far more opportunities for settlers and the U.S. in the western parts of the country. The U.S. Civil War began 1 year before the Homestead Act was established. Those who wanted to escape the fighting utilized the Homestead Act in order to populate the land that wasn't quite involved in the war. Little context. As the Civil War drew on, the Homestead Act was created to populate the West. Because the issue of slavery was less of a threat, many who opposed slavery or freed slaves themselves were interested. The western land had remained relatively uncolonized, and, even during the Civil War, the U.S. wanted to grow and develop. Thus, the Homestead Act was officially born. The main events. The Homestead Act was signed on May 20th, 1862. Its goal was to accelerate the growth and settlement of the western United States. It provided 160 acres of land to those who bought a claim at an incredibly cheap price. In return, the settlers were expected to live there for 5 years and to improve the land they lived on. Many freed slaves and independent women took advantage of the act. Immediate effects. Many people found success within their new land, including freed slaves, women, and families of different kinds. The Dakota Territory, established in 1861, gained a larger population of those who weren't Native Americans. The first recorded person to claim land in northern Dakota was Joseph Rolette Jr. in 1868 in what would later be Pembina County. Native Americans also, unfortunately, lost numerous amounts of their land to homesteaders. There were acts put into place that took tribal land away, and many Native families gave in, becoming more similar to the settlers in their ways. Immediate effects continued. A short, summarized list of some of the immediate effects includes buffalo numbers decreasing, domesticated animals increasing, water being redirected, more native non-crops planted, unsustainable farming methods increasing, native plants diversity dwindling. Long-term impact. In addition to the decrease of Native American territory, 10% of the U.S. was claimed under the Homestead Act. The Dakota Territory had been increasing in population due to the Northern Pacific Railway running alongside the Missouri River. There was a large boost in the population of northern Dakota between 1876 and 1886. Over 100,000 people entered the territory, with most being homesteaders. The Homestead Act also attracted Germans from Russia. They were Germans who lived in specific areas in Russia's land who were looking to escape unfair rulings from Russia and Germany. Many came to the Dakota Territory because the land resembled their homes and home climates, flat and cold. As time went on, the original homesteaders and settlers created towns and civilizations all over the West. The Dakota Territory eventually split up into other states, including North Dakota in 1889. North Dakota and the U.S. kept growing steadily for the years to come, and they're still growing today. Thank you for watching. I hope you found the Homestead Act of 1862 as interesting as I did.